Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Chef Shelley's Kitchen. So I haven't been over on this side of the stove in a few episodes, so I have a couple of meals that I'm going to be preparing over the course of the next couple of weeks. This recipe is one that I actually had not made in a long time, and I enjoyed eating it. My husband enjoyed eating it as well. But what I found is that I just kind of forgot about it, and I was looking through some recipes and saw this dish for asparagus. And so it reminded me of this wonderful dish. So what we're going to do is basically an asparagus zucchini dish. Very healthy, very delicious. So all we're going to do, I heated up my stove so it's ready to go. Actually a little hot there. And what we're going to do is we're going to add to this, we're going to add a tablespoon of butter. Okay, so we're going to put the butter here. And again, I already have the pan warmed up. And what we're going to do first is we're going to saute some onions. So I actually cut up a whole onion. So we're going to put that here. Not going to do too much talking while it's sauteing, but it's looking delicious. Just stir it around like so. I'm going to get this cooked pretty well. And then what I'm going to be doing is adding zucchini and zucchini and asparagus. You can absolutely substitute the zucchini for squash and or add it in addition to it. What I will do is I will put all of the ingredients and the amounts in the description, so you don't have to worry about what exactly. Just watch how I cook it. So again, here we're sauteing this onions. Smells delicious. Just kind of keep turning it around like so. Kind of see this steam. I don't want to I could turn the heat up a little more, but then I risk burning it, and that's never a good thing. So we do want these to cook pretty well. Again, onions are always a nice treat. So, and if you don't want as much onion, certainly you can use half of an onion. I just cut up a whole onion. So I like a whole onion, a whole zucchini, and I use 12 strips of asparagus, and I cut them up in about the sizes of about 2 inches. So I'd say the onions are just about sauteed enough, quite honestly. Got that going on there. So now to this, and we've got that kind of sauteed nicely. I'm going to go on and add the asparagus, like so. And I'm also going to add the zucchini. Again, I just used 1 zucchini and put these together. Now you see me doing some things like my dad did, right? So we're going to actually cook this pretty well, you know, till I can tell that it's brown and that it's done. And we're going to add some seasoning to it as well. So what I'm going to add to this is I've put a concoction together. It's basil, oregano, cayenne pepper, thyme, and also I think that's it. I think I said cayenne pepper. So I've mixed it all together. Again, don't worry about how much. It'll be in the description. And then you're going to add salt and pepper to taste. So I'm going to just go on and sprinkle in some pepper, because again, I might need to add a little bit more. I'm going to sprinkle in my initial thing of salt, and I'm going to go back to sauteing it like so. And I'm also going to add just a little bit of water, okay? So just enough so that it can kind of steam itself. Okay. So like so, we want it to get nice and soft. And what we're going to do, once I see that this is kind of good and ready, I am going to add cooked rice. Now here's 2 things you can do differently. You can add the rice in uncooked, and if you do, you need to add the amount of water that it takes to cook that amount of rice. But what I like to do is I like using the rice-a-roni packs. If you are a microwave user, you can put in, they've got long grain wall rice. I'm actually using basmati rice, so you can actually use that, and it's just kind of up to you. But basically, you're only adding a little bit of water if in fact you're going to have the rice pre-cooked. So what I'm going to do actually here is I'm going to put a lid on it, and I'm going to lower the heat, let it simmer just a little bit, because I want to make sure this is cooked well, because I have in fact already cooked my rice, okay? So I'm going to just pause this for a little bit, and we're going to put the lid on it. I'm going to lower the heat a little bit more, and I'm going to just kind of keep my eye on it, okay? So let's let that simmer for a little bit, and then we're going to come back, and then we're going to add the rice. So you're going to actually cook this long enough to the tenderness that you like. I like my zucchini to be a little crunchy, as well as my asparagus, but not too soft. But you can kind of tell here, you know, that it's cooked pretty well. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add the rice to it. So again, this is pre-cooked rice. You can use whatever kind of rice you would like to use. You can use long grain rice, wild rice. Again, there's rice-a-roni has the basmati brown rice, which I enjoy. And you're just going to mix it all around in there just like so. And my husband is a big rice person, so I'm going to actually mix it around. You want to mix it in because all of those nice seasonings that we added, the oregano, the basil, all of those things, you want those to be mixed right in there with it. So let's just add a little bit more to it. And I would say that this is done. Again, just a really nice side item. Sometimes you wouldn't think of doing zucchini with asparagus, but what a lovely dish. So this is good for now. I'm going to put this down, let you take a look, and then we'll definitely take a picture. So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in, and stay tuned. There's more to come. Bye-bye.